First and foremost, we want to welcome you here. Thank you for coming to This Is Talent Entertainment interview. We have J Bob, everyone. We're going to get into a little story, his background, his present story, as well as his future story. So with that being said, the first question I would like to ask you is, who is J Bob?
Wow. J Bob is a number of things. J Bob, foremost, is a fashion designer, came from Jamaica, and listen, I'm aiming for the top.
Okay, okay. Now, I heard you say you're from Jamaica. Mm-hmm. How long have you been here in the U.S.?
I've been here for going on to 5 years.
5 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now is Philly the only place you've been in the U.S. since you came to the U.S.?
No, man. The first place I've been to is Florida.
Florida.
I mean, I landed Florida, and then my brother picked me up, and we go all the way to South Carolina. That was a long drive.
Okay.
That's the longest drive of my life.
Okay. And from there, you came here to Philly?
From there, I came to Philly.
Okay, cool, cool. Now, we're here for fashion, to talk about J Bob fashion. When did you first start getting into fashion?
Well, I started officially, I started at the age of like 18. Officially.
18?
Before, I was always in the shop with my dad, always birth. I mean, so it was built into me. So
your dad was a tailor also?
My dad was a tailor. My grandmom was a seamstress, and her mom was a seamstress.
Okay.
And that's as far as I know.
Okay, okay. So now you said 18 is when you started on your own. Did they have you doing things, working with them when you were younger?
Yeah, I didn't want to do it. Actually, I was running from it. And for some reason, it came right back to me. At the age of 18, I started doing stitching back again. And then at that time, I couldn't make anything. At that time, I was just like ironing, pelon, that's what you call like fusing, and putting buttonholes on and buttons. That's what I was doing when I started doing it. Then I took it up a notch and made my first blazer and my first pants. And I got so proud, and I'm like, yo.
It's gonna keep going. Okay, okay. So do you make all of your clothes basically from scratch? Like, do you get the material, cut a pattern, measure people out, cut the pattern for them, and make your garments? Or are you more along the line, you go out, you purchase some maybe shirts or pants or whatever, and you know, implement your name or your design to them?
I make everything from scratch, every single thing. I don't purchase nothing and put names on it. I make them from, like, if it's t-shirts or if it's hoodies, I make it from scratch. Take the measurement, get the fabric, get the threads, the machine, and then start going.
So you mean to tell me that you actually make the hoodies?
Make it.
Wow. What part of Jamaica are you actually from?
Come from Spanish Town, Whole Harbour, Spanish Town, frequent Whole Harbour, Spanish Town. But I was born in Spanish Town Hospital, and I grew up in Whole Harbour. And you know, it's like basically 20 minutes away from the town. Each town is 20 minutes apart. Okay. And yeah, that's where I'm from.
Okay. Okay. So would you say your style is a Jamaican style, or is it a Jamaican slash U.S. style, Jamaica slash European slash U.S. style?
Honestly, I'm struggling because it's like I'm building my own style, right? Okay. And it's also a mixture of European style. And I stick with that. I don't try to go out of the realms of making my own style or how I put my stitches together.
Okay, okay. And this is a question I had to know ever since I met you. You told me the name of your fashion company, your brand. Where did J Bob come from? The name J Bob. Yes, the name J Bob.
I can't tell you the truth of where that name come from, but I can tell you something. I had this friend, right? And my dad and mom called me Jay ever since I was a boy.
Okay.
And from ever since it's Jay. That's all they call me. I have a number of names. But the Bob came from a dear friend of mine,
Okay.
God rest his soul. And he gave me the name Bob. And ever since 2010, that's when the name derived.
Okay.
J. Bob Fashion.
Do you want to give your friend a shout out?
Well, he's dead.
Still can speak his name in some love.
Can't speak his name. Big up yourself,
Love.
friend.
That's what's up. Okay. Now, when you came to Philly, like, how did it feel coming to a whole new city, a whole new country, you know, different energy, different people?
Well, honestly, I've learned from, ever since I started my own business, to compose myself in terms of emotion. But I was shouting out in the inside. I mean, because it's what I wanted ever since I was a boy, to get out of Jamaica, because Jamaica is, in terms of fashion, is limited.
Okay.
I mean, equipments are limited and all of that. People don't know because people don't, well, they mostly do custom, but custom is more appreciated here as far as what I'm seeing.
Okay.
No matter what custom is more appreciated here. And if I could go into a little bit about custom. Custom is something that's made, not trick.
Okay. Say that. What's that word again?
Trick.
Trick. What does that mean?
They call it, I think they call it tricking here.
Tricking.
Trick a blazer, or trick, add stuff to a
Oh,
blazer.
okay,
or
got
add
you,
stuff
got
to
you.
a clothing.
Purchase something else and
Right,
then
and
just
put it
add
on
little
it.
stuff onto it and say you
made it, or
made
you
it
came
up.
up with it.
Okay.
But that's not custom.
Okay, got you. Okay, who has been your main clients since you came here?
That's tight. Main clients.
I mean, have you done some things for some stars or?
Yeah, I've done stuff for stars, but I didn't get the highlight for it. I've done stuff for like 50 Cent.
50 Cent?
Yes. I've done stuff for his right-hand man. I don't remember his name.
Okay.
I've done stuff for Devin Mulan, Remy Ma.
Wow.
That was son from Remy Ma. I've done stuff for Cuban Link. That's the girlfriend of 50 Cent.
Okay.
I think her name is Sweetie. That's an artist, a rapper.
Okay.
And those are all the things that I didn't get credit for. I've done stuff for.
So before you get to that, you're telling me you did stuff for 50 Cents, Remy Ma, Cuban Links, but you haven't gotten credit for it. When you say you haven't gotten your credit, what do you mean by?
One, I didn't get, some of them I didn't get paid what I worth, the worth of it, and some of them I didn't get paid at all. And I also done stuff for, what's her name, Mariah Lynn.
Okay.
Some Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are more, but I just don't know their names. I'm not really familiar with the new rap artists. I'm familiar with the old ones. So the new ones, when they show me that bomb and I saw my stuff on them, it's like, I'm like, it's kind of heartbreaking.
Wow. So none of them have given you any shout outs or?
Not one.
Not one, wow.
Not on their page, not on their stories, nothing. And I have footage of all of that.
Okay, and what are some of the things that you've made for them?
I made a bag for 50 Cent, a book bag.
Okay.
From genuine leather, cowhide. And I made, and also his right-hand man, that book bag was made from ostrich skin.
Okay.
And I made like a jean jacket suit for 50 Cent girlfriend, suit, skirt, also dress. I made what's it called? A fisherman's outfit for a rap artist. I can't remember his name though.
Okay.
But I think I don't know. I can't remember his name. And I made a book bag for Mariah Lynn, a pink book bag with fox fur, and it's also I think the leather is cowhide as well. And yeah, there's I have footage of all of everything that I did, timestamps and everything.
Wow. So is there any reason you think they're not giving you your credit or basically giving you a little shout out for making these items for them? And you said you've gotten pictures with the items, with the items.
Mm-hmm. My best explanation and what I've came up with, if I should say that why they're not giving me the shout out is because they're afraid. That's one.
Okay.
They're afraid. They think that if I get the what do you guys call it? Put you on. Like
okay.
If they put me on to meet or at least even shake hands with one of those people to get them as a client, I will cut them out. Right?
Okay.
That's what I'm feeling. So and the other thing is like they want to be glorified. They want to show that they're doing the stuff in which they're not. They're already selling it. They're already getting the clients. They have their fame. So why take the fame of making the thing and not paying for it? That's one. That's two. But those are the best explanation I can come up with.
Okay. Well, speaking of fashion, bro, I just got to say before we go any further, you rocking the pink, bro. You know what I mean? You killing it around. It's pink, fuchsia, whatever color name they got for the color.
Yeah.
You definitely rocking it, bro.
I try to step out as good as possible. Even yesterday, I just came out in a I think it's a salmon pants and a white shirt, just that.
Okay.
And I get my hair braided back in. Damn, I was scared of how the woman was. They were like, yo, I gotta get him. This lady, she called me and be like, yo, hi, handsome. It was tempting to go and be like, here's my business card, but I'm like, nah.
Yeah, you gotta keep it business.
Yeah, I was gonna keep it business.
All right, now, who, out of all the people in the world, who would be the one person that you would love to see wearing your clothes, a garment that you make?
You're talking star?
Yes, anybody you admire, anything, star.
Well, I don't have a one person. I mean, I don't have one person, but there's a number of them. One, Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates? Okay.
Rate him, sang them, man, tough.
The rapper Kevin Gates?
The rapper Kevin Gates. I would like to put a piece on Kevin Gates. I really also want to have 50 Cent wear my joints, like, even if it's a suit.
Okay.
You feel me? Even if it's a suit. But I really don't have anybody special to like, yeah, I want him to rock my stuff. It's just that I have to think wide in terms of how I do my things.
Okay, cool, fair enough. Now, if you had the choice between having your clothes like in a department store, like say you make up a couple of pieces, they pretty much mass produce it, send it out to all the department stores, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, etc., or would you prefer to have a custom shop where your clients come in, you guys sit down and create an idea of the garment you're going to make for them, a one-of-one, something like that, and have them be a part of the process of making their clothes?
I'm still learning the terms that you guys go by here. One of them I learned is a fashion house. And I would like to have a fashion house of my own.
Okay.
I mean, I would also have other stores with my garments in there. I mean, but in terms of custom, they can't really do the custom the way I'm gonna do it,
Okay.
or how I can oversee it. I mean, so probably in my department that part will come to. But in terms of mass production, I mean, I would definitely mass produce some stuff and put them in various stores that's popping because my stuff is high end.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So you wouldn't mind having both,
Both.
basically. Okay, fair enough.
I'm a fair guy. I share.
Okay, he said I share. You share the love. All right. Who would you say are some of the influences for fashion for you? Like other designers that you may look at their stuff and be like, wow, I like that. I don't want to copy that. I don't want to be like that, but I like their style.
None.
None at all?
Actually, I learned from my dad. I admire him a lot. I mean, my dad say that I'm better than him.
Okay.
And I'm like, nah, how can I be better than you? You taught me. So he said I'm better than him. But to put all that aside, I'm like, I take a good look at my stuff and how I do it. I'm really better than him. And he was talking the truth. Sometimes I don't like to hear when he talks, but when he talks, he's right.
Okay.
I mean, but apart from my dad, nobody, because
Okay.
I don't think nobody right now can match the way that I make my clothing.
Even as when you was coming up, like when you was just getting into fashion, there was nothing like a designer that you would say, I would wear that over any other
No, because
designer?
I always try to make my own stuff. I always have the hand needle doing my own stuff.
Okay.
I mean, because that's where I grew up. I grew up inside the shop. I was always getting my ass beat to leave the machine alone.
Okay.
I mean, so I never really try to mimic or copy anybody's stuff. I even try my best not to look at anybody else's things.
Okay.
Because I don't want it to have an impression, or I will get inspired by it.
Yeah, subconsciously
Right.
pick up on it. Okay. Now you said you made your first pants and jacket at 18.
At age 18.
And from there, like what inspired you to say, or you just knew you could do it and just said, you know what, I don't like it, but you know what, now for whatever clicked, I'm gonna make me a jacket and pants. And then from that moment on, it just clicked and you were just on your way to being who you are now.
As I said, I was basically forced to do fashion. I was running away from it like fast. I mean, I have other things that I wanted to do, but I couldn't do it. I learned them, but I didn't master everything. When I made my first blazer, and my first pants, and I look at it, and then I saw somebody else in it, and then I started making you know the tank tops that 50 Cent had back in the days. I was making them.
Your own tank top.
Yeah, and then my friend saw the first one, and he's like, "You made this?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Nah, I cut that tank top on the floor. I didn't have no table. I was doing it myself on the floor because my dad didn't want to teach me how to cut.
Wow.
He only taught me how to sew, stitch clothes. So I was stitching clothes all the time.
Okay.
But I didn't learn how to cut. That's the difficult part.
Cutting.
So when I had left this wing and start working with somebody else, I was picking up a little things from them, and then I came to him and be like, "Yo, y'all gonna teach me how to cut today." So I like literally forced him to teach me how to cut. At that time I was like 24.
Okay.
And then he's like, "Yo," I had to really because my dad is yo. Most of the time I'm like, yo, my dad is something else.
Stern.
Yeah. So it was really hard, bro. But I got it, and now he's proud of me. I'm like, yo, and I'm happy that I didn't stop.
Okay, that's what's up. So you made everything that you're wearing right now, the pants, the jacket, the shirt, and you make everything.
Not the Clarks though.
Not the Clarks. Get the Clarks in. You gotta get the Clarks. Plug the Clarks.
Yeah, not the Clarks though.
Everything but the Clarks.
Yeah, I make everything. The shirt, the pants. I even have something underneath this, if I could. It's a
okay.
It's a gun holster.
Oh,
custom
snap.
gun holster. I mean, but I would love to show it. Probably we can put it in.
Okay.
So I make everything. I try my best to make everything. I challenge myself to the T. Everything that I do, pants in terms of stitching. When I look back at how most of those Chinese manufacturers do their stuff and the equipments that they got, I keep saying to myself, I'm competing with machines, because they have machines that do every single stitch, just a button press. And the machines just do everything. Now I'm looking at my stitches, and this one lady that I make stuff for, she's like, your stitches are impeccable. And I took that really as a compliment.
Yeah, you should. Handcrafted, that's high level right there.
Yep.
That's high level. Do you want to give everybody a shout out to let them know where they can find you, find your work, and how they can get in touch with you if they want something created by J. Bob Fashion?
Well, I'm home based right now. I'm in the process of getting a storefront.
Okay.
My Instagram is JBobFashion_. It's JAYBOB fashion_. And number is 215-403-4740.
And can you give that to us and the people one more time?
It's a J. Bob Fashion, JAYBOB fashion. The number is 215-403-4740.
Okay. And once again, you make everything from suits, the hoodies,
hats, book bags, gun holster. There's nothing that I can't make. Hats, baseball hats. I make everything. Man.
Baseball hats from
the peak to everything. The strap in the back. I mean, I make sure to perfect my craft to the T.
And I see you got some fly buckets over there that I now want to check out. Yeah.
And this is one of my the red one is like this. Before it was done, this guy wanted to buy it. I'm like, 400. It's like, I'm coming back next week.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a couple of moments, and then we're gonna set up to where we can show everyone some of your your custom-made garments. A little more closer look at them. Okay, y'all, we're back. We're going to let J. Bob Fashion show us some of his original customized pieces. So take it from here, J. Bob.
So most of my pieces, I don't really have a chance to like make pieces for myself, because I've been making custom pieces for everybody else. So I really got a chance to even finish most of these pieces, like this gun holster that I got, and it's functional. Designer's gun holster.
So it can actually hold a firearm?
It can actually hold a firearm. The clip, everything is good. Function, the pockets, and yeah, you know this right here. I mean the back. And all my suit is custom. As I say, I don't cheat nothing. Go get the fabric and I cut it freehand, and then I start making my own stuff. I don't use patterns. And this is also one of the Johns that I made. And fabric cannot go old. That's one thing I've learned. As long as you store it properly, fabric cannot go old. I have this piece of fabric for like 4 years, and I don't know how long it has been made. I mean, and then I didn't know what I was doing with it. Then one day I'm like, yo, let me put it with a piece of red. And this is like a red Dockers, like a soft Dockers, I mean stretch. And this is a canary blazer, green on the inside, the Jamaican color. Yeah. So I try my best to stick to my roots as possible, and if I can't stick to my roots, then I can't create, because I learned in Edna Manley School of Performing Arts, Edna Manley School of Performing Arts. I mean, one of the I learned from one class. I had 3 classes a week, and I really learned from one class. I had an accident, but I couldn't get to finish the course. But I really learned from one class, and that guy got me making designs from a leaf.
An actual leaf from a tree?
Actual leaf. He told us to go outside, pick a leaf, pick a branch, and come back and tell me what you see from that leaf. Turn it until you see something.
Wow.
So I learned to make designs from actual lines, not just inspiration or whatever it is, or take something from somebody else's design. I don't do that. I draw my inspiration from the heavens. And this is just a t-shirt that I had to trick this one because I had to do something real quick. But I also do screen print. I do my actual screen print, and I drop these little pieces on it just to show that I can do these things as well, but I choose not to.
Okay.
This is a crop bomber jacket, and this pants goes with a
So the bomber is for a female, correct?
Yeah, this bomber is for a female. Okay. It was 2 of them. One of them was sold. It was a black one and this one, the silver one. And this pants, actually I sat down and I'm like, I need to make me a pants that's like different.
You made all of this from scratch?
From scratch. I haven't even put the buttons on it yet. The buttonholes are on that because I'm not done with it, because I'm just putting some pieces together just to showcase, and this is like perfect when I met you.
Okay.
I mean, and then this, you call it a baseball
one of my favorite pieces right there.
And this is suede. I mean, this, I don't know where I got the inspiration to like make it with this color, but
it's hot. I like it. Yeah, with I love the interior, the quilt, the inside, the lining.
And it's actually warm.
Yeah,
you can actually wear this alone in the winter.
Exactly.
I mean, and it's one of its kind. Most of my pieces are one of its kind. There's only one in the whole universe.
That you're going to see.
There's no suede jacket like this in the universe. You see anywhere else?
No, I haven't, personally.
And this this sleeveless jacket goes with the pants that I just showed you. The pockets, complements. And this collar comes all the way up here. And this is partially for the winter time as well, but not so deep in the winter.
Okay.
And to cover your face from the cold. And then the hat, the bucket hat goes with it.
Bucket with the hat to match.
With the hat to match. So it's a complete suit.
Okay.
I mean, and the t-shirt underneath it, I made this one from scratch. One night, 12 o'clock, I decided I wanted to make something totally different. So this has it's like a spider web type of drawing with a black underneath it. And I stitch every single line, stitch by stitch, and I split right in between the stitch where you'll see the black coming in here.
So you actually made this t-shirt?
From scratch. Get the fabric, and I make it.
Wow. Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
So I really make my stuff all the way from scratch. And to go on more to the bucket hats, I said I do screen prints where I print my own logo on the bucket hats.
Okay, and you actually made the bucket hat also?
Also made a bucket hat from scratch.
Okay, wow.
And I'll go also into the designer's print.
Okay, okay. Is that Lord Dior I see right there? And the Gucci.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. From scratch.
From scratch. And this pants, I just need to make some stuff that no one else is like thinking about making, but not too much of a detail.
Gotcha.
I mean, and I also have the same salmon color, but I have it plain. I didn't get the chance to bring the black, and there's a African top matches with the black denim, and how I did that, ripped jeans. I took out a piece of it, add the material from the top to the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, and this one. Now this bag, I made this bag 4 years ago. This was actually like, I saw a bag and I'm like, I can make that. This is when I really started stepping out of the realm of just making clothes. Like 4 years ago. I'm like, I can make bags. I can make shorts. I can make, basically can make everything. I mean, because it's all measurements. All measurements. And once you can cut freehand, you can cut anything. One day I was walking down 5th and South. I think it's 5th or 6th. Yeah. And I bend the corner on South Street. And a guy saw me with this bag. At that time, I think they were just like being more frequent.
Okay.
And he's like, yo, where you get that bag from? I'm like, I made it. I'm gonna buy it off you. I'm like, I can't sell it. It's the only one. I mean, the guy's like, I'll pay you 300. I'm like, whew. At that time, I just got to Philly.
And you didn't sell it?
And I didn't sell it. And he's like, I'll pay you 400. I'm like, I can't sell it.
Wow.
But the reason why I didn't sell it, I wanted to, because I knew if I sell it, I would probably get more. But he's not gonna rock it and promote it the way I do.
Okay.
And this is the first one. That's why I didn't sell it. Know what I mean? So with me having it, people seen me with the bag, and I started making more for other people.
Oh, okay.
So basically, that's what I brought here today to like showcase.
Okay, everybody, once again, J. Bob Fashion, a few of his items, a lot more to come, a lot more to show. And once again, can you let everyone know where they can find you or follow you at on your social media page? Oh
yeah, and I forgot to put the TikTok. So the TikTok page is J. Bob Fashion. Same spelling, but without the underscore. And Instagram is J. Bob Fashion _. That's JAYBOB Fashion. And my number is I always forget one.
You can't forget your phone number.
215-403-4740.
And one more time, the phone number?
215-403-4740. You can contact me basically anytime before 12.
We're gonna get on down. Right now we're gonna get on down. Yeah, let's get on up like we don't give a fuck. Yeah, let's get on down. Right now we're gonna